So, like I said, my name's Ashley. I'm 23. I'm from Armagh and I care for my father with the help of my brother and my mum, and I'm at risk of Huntington's disease as well as Ryan. So at the age of 14, my father was diagnosed with Huntington's disease. At this time, I did not have a great relationship with my father due to what Huntington's disease was doing to his mind. Things were extremely difficult and it was very hard to come to terms with a positive diagnosis. 10 years ago, there was not a lot of information out there on Huntington's disease, and the worst thing you could do was a Google search, as it was full of horror stories and negative comments. This is not something young adults should read. At least now I can say there are amazing websites such as ours, which was launched this week, and the HDANI website. I do recommend that you all go and check them out. At the age of 18, I was working 2 jobs, travelling from Enniskillen to Armagh to complete my A-levels in Enniskillen FE College, and of course caring for my father full time. I was also attending regular appointments to get tested for Huntington's disease. I did not complete the testing, as sadly the support was not there. Times were extremely hard and my studies were affected. When leaving high school, I had 2 GCSEs, which meant I had to spend a year studying GCSEs to build them up and then progress on to A-levels. Starting my A-levels a year late, I then ended up repeating my second year for numerous reasons. This was not a bad thing though, as I ended up with amazing grades coming out with a DM in medical science. When most students get the email to say that they have an unconditional offer for university, it is the happiest day of their lives. When I received my email, I had to call my brother and my mum and discuss how we could make this work. How I could be in Coleraine through the week, Monday to Friday, and still provide the care my father needed and continues to need. After speaking with family, we decided my brother would take on the day-to-day caring of my father, and I would deal with the health professionals and his shopping. Gotta love the shopping. During the first and second year of university, I would leave lectures to answer the phone to Dad and the health professionals. I would have to travel from Coleraine to Armagh in a day and back again because he needed me. Most students worry about when their student loan is coming in for their next big night out or their next shopping trip. My main worry was, did I have enough fuel to get down to Dad if he needed me, or did I have enough time to get my coursework or my revision done? So this slide shows a list of a few of the health professionals that I have been dealing with for the last 10 years. At the age of 16, 17, it's pretty hard, so it is. 23, still sometimes get completely baffled, but I try. So I decorated Dad's house about 3 years ago, and I decided to get some recent pictures of family and friends and old pictures of my brother and I when we were growing up and put them up around Dad's house. After I had the house all decorated and sitting pretty, I went to visit Dad one day. He asked me who the girl was in the picture in the hall. It was me. My father is constantly judged for how he looks, his hygiene, his ability to talk. He is judged on everything. I am constantly defending him and myself. So why do I defend myself? If he doesn't look his best, if he doesn't have everything he needs, if he tells me one thing and tells a health professional another, which happens on a regular basis, if he has a cut or a bruise, I am asked why. Almost 10 years of my life being dedicated to my father's care and well-being, I find what I do for my father is questioned by those who should be working with me and my family. In 10 years, no one stopped to ask how I cope or how I am. I love my father with all my heart, and that should not be questioned and it should not be belittled. Last month, I had to ask for help for me for the first time in 10 years. These images are from May this year. My father used to attend the Clarke boat rally held the last weekend of May from Friday to Monday. It was his holiday. Now, he can only manage a few hours on Sunday with constant supervision from myself and my brother and a number of friends. My brother works full-time in Cookstown, He leaves the house at 6:30 a.m. and returns at 6:30 p.m. He calls with Dad every day to make sure he has what he needs. I live in County Cavan and work 40 plus hours a week for my placement for university and do as much as I can to help Daddy. My brother does not want caring from my dad affecting my studies, and I thank him for this. I feel like sometimes Ryan has given up more of his life to allow me to have a small part of a young person's life, maybe a normal 23-year-old's life. It is difficult to hold down a job and attend university when you are taking time off or missing days in university due to injuries or appointments. I am a rather clumsy person, but these injuries are not caused from me falling over my own feet. Every time my dad falls, I pick him up. Every time he stumbles, I try to stop him from falling. I would do anything to prevent him being injured, even if it means I end up injured. Dad still requires full-time care. He has care assistants which go into him 4 times a day, and he attends a day centre once a week. Due to recent events, the social worker is putting more actions in place to help with his care at home, as it is getting more and more difficult. He falls more than 4 times a day. After 10 years of having Huntington's in my life, I have come to terms with a lot of things. I am ready to start the testing process again and have built a life around the caring needs I have to provide to my father. I have a year and a half to go in university, and I hope to graduate with high marks after receiving a letter of recognition for my high grades. This summer, I attended the HDANI camp in England to gather information for our youth programme here in Northern Ireland, something I am very passionate about, as there was little to no help when I was dealing with the positive diagnosis of my father almost 10 years ago. At the camp, I got help that I needed years ago and was able to put a lot of demons to rest. During the summer, my brother and I took Dad away for the day. A lady told my brother and I it was a disgrace that my father was drunk at 12 o'clock in the day. This was nothing I hadn't heard before. I'm sure everyone in this room can understand that he wasn't drunk. In the past year, I have found my voice to speak out about what it is like to be a carer of someone suffering from Huntington's disease. I have started my own campaign called #I'mNotDrunk to raise awareness to the world that people with Huntington's are not drunk. They have a condition that causes them to stumble and fall and slur their words. I have a blog with views around the world and comments from people here in Northern Ireland and as far as America. This month I had the opportunity to have a blog post highlighted in the Patient and Client Council blog. I am here today to ask you to speak to carers. No matter what age they are, they understand more than you think. I could tell you about the tests going on around the world and the fact that there are 14 drug trials worldwide. I could tell you what my father is like on a daily basis and when Huntington's is affecting his mind and when he is just being his stubborn self. Carers are all ages. They know the person they care for better than anyone. If, like me, they know a lot about the condition and they keep their knowledge up to date. Talk to them. By knowing the carer, you will know your patient. Thank you.